What would you do if Kobe Bryant called you at 4 in the morning to go fishing? For most people, the answer would probably be a polite no thanks. But when Jason "Kid J" Wagers got that invitation, he didn't hesitate. What he didn't realize at the time was that this wasn't your typical calm, peaceful fishing trip. No, when you're with Kobe Bryant, even a day out on the ocean turns into a battle with sharks. Kid J recently shared this wild memory on Byron Scott's podcast, and it perfectly captures Kobe's fearless, relentless mindset both on and off the court. According to Jay, Kobe loved taking summer trips, and on one occasion, he extended the invitation to him. The only catch? He had to be at Kobe's door at 4 o'clock in the morning. That was the first clue this wouldn't be your average fishing day. They drove out to Newport and boarded a yacht before sunrise. By 5:30 a.m., the sky was still pitch black, and they were already heading deep into the open ocean. Jay admitted he thought they'd just be catching regular fish. But a couple of hours later, he realized Kobe had something very different in mind. The Lakers legend didn't just want to fish, he wanted to hunt sharks. "There are 6 or 7 of us on the boat, including a professional fisherman," Jay recalled. "And then I found out the only reason we came to that particular spot was because Kobe only wanted to fish for sharks." It sounds unbelievable, but with Kobe, it made perfect sense. On the court, he always went after the biggest challenge, the toughest opponent, and pushed himself beyond the limits. Out on the ocean, it was no different. While most people would settle for a peaceful day of fishing, Kobe wanted to go toe-to-toe with the ocean's ultimate predator. Byron Scott summed it up perfectly: the ultimate predator versus the ultimate predator. At one point, Kobe and his brother-in-law Sergio hooked something massive. Whatever it was, it took them over an hour to reel it in, circling the boat as they battled to bring it closer. Unfortunately, it wasn't a shark in the end, but it was still a grueling fight that showed just how serious Kobe was about this kind of fishing. But the craziest part of the story might be what came next. According to Jay, they even climbed to the top of the boat and jumped into the ocean. Remember, this was an area filled with sharks. To most people, that's insanity. To Kobe Bryant, it was just another challenge. And as it turns out, this wasn't just a one-time stunt. Kobe had a history of pushing his limits with sharks. Former teammate Corey Maggette once revealed that Kobe and his longtime friend Rob Pelinka used to swim with great white sharks as part of his off-season training. Yes, you heard that right. Kobe would get inside a cage, have blood poured into the water, and then face down one of the most feared animals on the planet. Why would anyone do that? For Kobe, it was about conquering fear. Remembered Kobe telling him, "Man, you gotta do it. I have no fear. You have to break that fear." And that's exactly who Kobe was. Whether it was swimming with sharks, fishing for predators in the middle of the ocean, or locking in on an NBA Finals opponent, he wasn't wired like anyone else. He wasn't satisfied with ordinary experiences. He always sought out the biggest challenge, the scariest obstacle, and then proved to himself that he could overcome it. This is the same man who didn't flinch when Matt Barnes tried to fake a ball into his face. Of course, he wasn't going to flinch in front of a shark. Kid J might not have caught much on that trip, just a couple of small fish they threw back, but he walked away with an unforgettable story about one of the greatest competitors in sports history. For Kobe, it wasn't about relaxing or taking it easy. Even on a fishing trip, it was about testing his limits. That's what made him different. That's what made him the Black Mamba.